Today, the Euro 2024 playoffs start with 16 teams and each matchup is filled with intrigue and strategy. Let's take a closer look at each pair. Despite some problems at the group stage, France still remains favorite against Belgium. Kylian Mbappe and Romelu Lukaku should be the key players when it comes to finishing. Both seem to be cursed in the Euros and currently failing short of their XG, though Mbappe did score, but only from a penalty. Kevin De Bruyne and Antoine Griezmann should be keys in terms of influence on the game. Domenico Tedesco, Kevin De Bruyne, is one of the best in the world. He will mirror the team's performance, and if De Bruyne plays well, the whole team will be fine, he told so. So far, this holds true. The rare flashes of attacking brilliance from KDB, however, he is heavily involved in defensive lapses. Griezmann is crucial in another way. Things are going well for him currently. He didn't start in the last group match, and without him, France's attack focused solely on the flank, with no one creating in the center. Belgium's defense midfield is a vulnerable zone where France's explosion of these depends on Griezmann's presence and form. France tactics. Didier Deschamps tries three different approaches in three group matches. The general framework of France's game is clear: a pragmatic team focused on Mbappe playing according to the score and attacking primarily down the left flank. However, specifics are unclear. None of the approaches have been distinctly better than the others. Deschamps may continue experimenting and cannot complain about a lack of options. Belgium's tactics, Tedesco faces the opposite situation. There is a clear problem, but not enough resources to solve it. The issue lies is the defensive midfield. Rafa Benitez once compared football tactics in a crisis teams to a blanket, explaining that the coach has to choose which part to cover, either to feet get cold or the shoulders. This perfectly describes Tedesco's situation. With Jury Tielemans in defense, midfield ball play improves, but defense lapses increase. With Ariel Mangala, the center is more secure, but ball play suffers. The coach literally has to choose in which phase the team will be vulnerable. Logically, it's better to play reactively against France. This could force the French into the uncomfortable scenario. Mangala should start, and the team should focus on counterattacks led by De Bruyne. Portugal is a clear favorite against Slovenia, that's no doubt. Cristiano Ronaldo against Jan Oblak, his favorite opponents, and these players are key for their teams. Fun fact: Oblak has conceded 3 career hat tricks, all from Cristiano. Portugal tactics. They should be furious after Georgia and the strange defeat. Portugal's first official match loss in 2 years should anger Ronaldo and the stars. There is no time to ease in. There is need to prove the claim to the trophy. Slovenia is good warm-up. In the quarterfinals, Portugal might face either France or Belgium and their first top-tier opponents in the Euros. It's unclear how Martinez's team plans to beat a defensive team with attacking potential. And Slovenia is strict. They played decently in the group stage without any flair. The Slovenians fought hard but stuck in their principles, always 4-4-2, always sending the ball forward to Sesko. The opponents didn't showcase great attacking potential but created enough chances to score. Slovenia had some luck, and this doesn't mean Slovenia doesn't deserve the playoffs. On the contrary, compared to the England and Serbia, they played decently. They entered the playoffs as clear underdogs. They will need to calm down and rely on Oblak, who occasionally hits a strike of brilliance form. Romania will be considered as an underdog even against these Netherlands. This team is brave and unique, and Romania finished first in the group with Belgium and Slovakia. They trashed off Ukraine was a highlight, but they looked good in all matches. They didn't dominate, but fought with their means. Making the playoffs is an achievement, and the Netherlands isn't the strongest opponent, but Romania can pull off a surprise, though many things need to go right. They rely on teamwork and cohesion at all stages, and Romania is coach-driven team under Iordanescu, able to endure and counterattack through wingers Dennis Man. This seems to be a playoff strategy. Netherlands tactics is hard to predict. The team adapted to Austria but lost. They played well against France and Poland, could have done better but didn't impress. Romania isn't an opponent Command's team can relax against. There are many questions for the coach and a starting lineup against Austria. Many tactical moves didn't play off. Koeman wasn't ready for Frankie de Jong absence also. The Netherlands struggles when pressed, and it seems easier to avoid this scenario against Romania than against Austria. The main thing is not to forget that the field Javi Simons and Cody Gakpo, as it's bleak without them. So far, Austria looks like the best team of the tournament, so they go favorites against Turkey. The best scenario for Rangnick's team is short ball exchanges under pressing, constant ball transitions, and creating moments by a 10 seconds rule. Ralf Rangnick demands this much time between winning the ball back and taking a shot. In such football, the Austrians are the tournament kings. Unfortunately, everyone knows their preferences well, so opponents might force them to act differently. For example, breaking down a bus. They have a basic idea for this scenario, but the mechanisms aren't well established. If the bus is solid, they might need to improve using the bench. The rationality of Turkey's strategy against or Turkey is parking this bus, and Turkey is underdog in this pair. They have the right plan this way, but can they? That's the big question, and the team has a clear attacking bias in terms of player quality. The defensive mechanism isn't well tuned either. This creates a dilemma for Montella. Play to the strengths of his players or put the opponent in an uncomfortable scenario. It's one of those cares where you can do both, and each option has its advantages and disadvantages. The choice of Montella is intriguing.